Okay, so good morning everyone. Welcome to this lecture. So we are talking about the database creations. As I said, we have completed till archive log mode yesterday. So what are we doing right now? Okay, the Linux server is ready. So let's connect to the putty session now. Okay. So there is one one more database creation I'm showing you today. Uh, I mean it's actually not included in the syllabus. Okay, you can check the syllabus. It's not included, but I am actually telling this database creation out of my own personal interest. Okay, so that you people will be having some advantage. Okay, so now as I said, like what is this database creation? So the database creation are of two types. Okay, one is admin managed. Okay, one is admin managed, and the second one is Oracle managed. Okay, so what is a database? First of all, what is a database? If you go inside slash prod slash ICICI or MX, any database, take any database, prod ICICI or a data. See, if you get inside, what are you able to see? You are able to see control file. You are able to see redo log files, redo 1A and redo 2A, and you are able to see .dbf files. So this is nothing but database. This is these files combinedly together is nothing but database. Okay, what is this database? CRD files. C control file, R redo log files, and D data files. Data files, system, sysocs, undo, temp, users. These are all data files. Now, who created this database? Who created this database? DBA. DBA. Who is DBA? Admin. Admin has created the database, and admin is managing this database. Who created this database? This database is created by DBA, database administrator, and admin is managing this database. What do you mean by admin is managing this database? What do you mean by admin is managing this database? we are telling where to create this control file. What is database? Database means combination of CRD files. So as an administrator, I am telling where this control file has to be created in slash prod slash ICICI slash Aura data. Inside this location, you have to create control01.ctl. I am telling Oracle that in this location, control01.ctl has to be created. And then where are, okay, C is completed. RD, CRD, right? So RD, where redo log files and data files has to be created. Again, I am giving the location. Prod ICICI or data. Inside this location, you have to create redo 1a.log and redo 2a.log. I am telling Oracle to create redo 1a and redo 2a in this location. I am only telling. I, in the sense that DBA is only telling this. DBA has given the location. DBA is mentioning the location so that Oracle is creating redo log files in this location. So CR is complete. Next D. What about all D? These are all data files. D. So all data files are also it's the same case. Database administrator is only telling where exactly it has to be created. Inside prod ICICI or data. So this is about CRD. C. What is C? Control file. You are telling control file has to be created inside Aura data. And D. Database administrator is also telling data files has to be created inside prod ICICI or data. Inside prod ICICI or data. Data files has to be created. And same goes with redo log files. Prod ICICI or data. So who is creating and who is managing this? A database administrator is creating this database and managed by DBA, which means admin. So if we say the location, if we give a location and we will tell Oracle to create only in this particular location, which means admin is managing the database. If we don't give any location and we will leave it to Oracle only. If we will not give this any location now, we won't give any location now. You see, there is one more type of database creation which I'm going to show today, in which we won't give any location. Okay, but we will ask Oracle to create a database, and we will ask Oracle only, hey Oracle, you only manage the database. What is database? CRD files, right? CRD. So here it is admin managed. We are creating a database and we are managing these files by giving a location. Okay, and this is admin managed. There is something called Oracle managed database. In which what we'll do, we will not give the location. We won't give the location. We'll tell Oracle that, hey Oracle, you only create the database. You only manage the files, the CRD files. You only manage the database. The CRD files you only manage. We'll tell Oracle. So that what Oracle will do, Oracle will only create the database and it will only manage. That is OMF. Steps are one and the same, just small changes will happen. That's it. Steps are one and the same. So that is OMF, Oracle managed files. Okay, Oracle managed files. So step one, what is step one? Log into server. Okay, done. I have logged into the server. Okay, steps are very clear actually. I have logged into the server. Okay. Step number 2, make directories excluding Oradata. Now this time you don't create Oradata because we will not give any location for CRD files. Then who will create CRD files and who will manage CRD files? Oracle. Oracle will only manage. No, I will not give any location. I will not give. Last time for CRD files, I have given the location, right? So this time I will not give the location. So I don't want Oradata directory now. So just create the directories only for database which we need. I mean only those directories which we need. So where we have to go first, cd space /prod. Inside prod, create a directory called CT. I'll create Citibank. Okay, create a directory called CT. Okay, CT is created. Now go inside CT and create a directory called admin. Done. Yeah. So for every database we used to have, in this location we used to have admin and Oradata also. We used to create 2 directories. Now I have created only admin. I am not creating Oradata. Okay, let's see how where these files will be created. Then database has to be created, right? Where these files will be created, where the database files means CRD files, where these database files will be created. Let's see. Okay, so okay, step number 2 is completed. Okay, just created this admin folder, admin directory, not Oradata. I have excluded. Next, register the name in Oratab, etc Oratab. Register the database name, cd/etc vi Oratab. Okay, go to insert mode. Okay, here it is, city. Let's copy paste. Okay. Save. Registration is completed. Next, set the environment. set the environment. Go back to /prod slash or else you can set the environment from any location you want. Dot space or INV. City. Okay, environment is set. Next, go to Oracle Home DBS and create a P file. Okay, go to Oracle Home DBS. This is my Oracle Home. User on app Oracle product 11.1.0 db_1/dbs. Go to Oracle Home DBS and open vi init city.ora. City.ora. Okay, insert mode. Now write the parameters. What are the parameters that we need? db_name is equal to city. Okay. Next, compatible is equal to 11.1.0. db_cache_size is equal to 150m. shared_pool_size is equal to 150m. Okay, log_buffer is equal to 20,000. Okay, next what else we need? We need diagnostic_dest is equal to /prod/city/admin. Okay, what else we need? It's a completed db block size. db_block_size is equal to 4096. Okay, what else? Undo table space, undo management, undo underscore table space is equal to undo tbs, undo underscore management auto. What else? Yeah, that's it, right?
Control files out.
Krishan, yeah, you have a mistake over there. Undo.
Okay, yeah. I'll take it. Thank you. So, yeah.
Control files are but in time.
Yeah, wait. I'll tell you. Undo, right? Undo TBS. Right, done. So what else? We used to write control_files, right? We used to write a file called control_file is equal to, but we'll not write that. What is the purpose? I told you. What is the purpose of this database creation? Database has to be created and managed by Oracle, not by me.
Yes, sure.
Okay, not by me. So what I'm doing now, I'm creating a database and I'm leaving to Oracle only. Hey Oracle, you create wherever you want and which location. Just go and blindly create a database CRD files. Okay, and you only manage those files is what I'm telling. For which there is one additional parameter is required, that is db_create_file db create file dest db_create_file_dest. You see, db create file dest, that is the parameter. db_create_file_dest /prod/city. That's it. I'll give this and I'll tell database only this location. I'll tell Oracle only this location. In this location, you go and create CRD files. I'm telling, just in this location, go and create CRD. Where it will create it, with what name it will create, I'm not telling anything. You can check that. I'm not giving control_files here. You can check. I'm not giving control_files. I'm not telling Oracle to create file called control01.ctl. No, I'm not telling Oracle. Let's see Oracle with what name Oracle will create, because Oracle has to manage, right? That is the intention. /prod/city cd space slash prod slash city. Now I'm city location. Vi db create dot sql. Vi db create dot sql. Next, create database cd. Okay, we can check the script. The script will be changed. The script will be changed. The script will be changed. You can check this. Okay. See what is the script? Script is create database name, data file. Did I mention the location here? No, I'm not giving the location. Earlier we used to give the location and also name also. And we also used to give the name like data file slash prod slash db name slash aura data slash system 01.dbf. And for sysocs we used to give slash prod slash db name slash aura data sysocs 01.dbf. For undo table space we used to give undo tbs 01.dbf. For temp we used to give temp 01.dbf. For users we used to give users 01.dbf. For group 1 redo log file, group 1 we used to give redo 1a.log. For group 2 it will be redo 2a.log. But here we are not giving the location, we are not giving the naming convention also. We are not giving the naming convention of by which name it has to create. No, I am not giving. And in which location the database files has to be created. No, I'm not giving. I am leaving to Oracle only. I leave to Oracle only. That is what Oracle managed files is. Oracle has to create by its own naming convention. I don't know with what name Oracle will create. Okay, I don't even know like with what name Oracle will create the database. So we have to go and see with what name Oracle will create the database. Okay, I'm saving this chmod 777 db creator. Okay, done. Now connect to SQL Plus. First is startup no mount. Okay. Startup no mount. Okay. Next, show parameter back. Open a duplicate session. Okay. Tail hyphen f let block. Keep it open like this. Now start the database creation at the rate db create dot sql. Let's see what happens. See the database one by one it is getting created. This is read log file, read log 1. Okay, with whatever the name it is creating, we don't know. We have to check once the database is created. Okay, sysocs is creating, temp is creating, Oracle is creating. Oracle is creating what? Sysocs, temp, undo, users, system, and everything. Done. Database creation is done. Now let's go and check. See where the database created. Is there something called Aura data? No. Did I create this folder? Did I create this folder? No. Oracle has created right now. Right now Oracle has created. Inside prod ct, we used to give Aura data, right? Aura data, and we used to create the database by giving the names slash prod slash db name slash Aura data slash system 01.dbf slash prod slash db name slash Aura data system sysocs 01.dbf, like that. Now we are not giving any names. If you observe, we did not give any names. We just simply created the database. We just simply created the database, right? We did not give any names. So what you need to do, you have to go and check where exactly it is created. It has created its own naming convention. Oracle has created its own naming convention. Okay, with the name city. So go inside city and check what is there. Again, see this time what it has created. Earlier, when we create a database, okay. Earlier, when we create a database, how we used to create? We used to create a folder called Aura data. Inside Aura data, you can check the previous databases like /prod/ICICI /Aura data. Here, how the CRD files used to be like this. No, so we don't, we don't know in the previous case, we don't know like, okay, all these files are called database. What is database? All these files combinedly together is called database. CRD, C, R and D. C, R and D. Every file CRD, all files are created only in one location, Aura data. But here, what it is doing? OMF, Oracle Managed Files. Oracle is creating and Oracle is managing these files. Where it has created in 3 different folders. Data files. Okay, first I'll go with C. C. Control file, it has created in a different folder. Redo log files, it has created in a different folder. Data files, it has created in a different folder. C, R, D. It has created in 3 different folders. But in previous case, we used to create everything in one single folder, Aura data. That is how we used to manage. And now Oracle, how Oracle is managing? Oracle is managing by creating in 3 different folders. Control file folder. Redo log file folder. Data file folder. Let's go to this location and open and see how, with what name the files are created. With what name the control file is created. With what name the redo log files are created. With what name the data files are created, because we did not give the naming convention, right? So let's go to that location. C space /prod /city city. So let's go to C, control file. See, with this name it has created, with this name. There's something called .ctl only, by which we can understand it is control file. But what is the name? It is not control01.ctl. It is something else. OMF. This is related to OMF. Okay. This is related to OMF. So this is how control file is created. Next, what about online log? Redo log files, online log files. See, redo 1a.log. This is 1. Redo 1a.log. This is redo 2a.log. How is it created? Oracle has created with its own naming convention, which we don't understand, but we have to understand. How? When we can understand? When we create a database admin managed. Only when we create a database admin managed first, then we create OMF, then we'll understand this. Okay. If we don't create admin managed files, directly we are going with OMF, you will not understand. Okay, this is redo 1a.log, this is redo 2a.log. Now you people will understand, because we have already created this, right? Redo 1a.log, redo 2a.log. This is how it is. Oracle is creating the redo log files. Let's go with data files now. See, Oracle is created data files. System01.dbf, sysoc01.dbf, undo tbs01.dbf, user01.dbf, temp01.dbf. In which case, in admin managed, but in OMF, this is the name .dbf. This is the name .dbf. This is the name .dbf. So this is admin managed. This is Oracle managed. Because I did not tell Oracle to create only in this particular name. I'm not telling Oracle, hey Oracle, you have to create only with system01.dbf. No, I did not tell. I have left the choice to Oracle only. Oracle itself will create its own naming, and Oracle itself will manage these files. Okay. So this is OMF, Oracle managed files. Please complete this practical session also, everyone. Okay. And when this Oracle, why did I tell this lecture? Why did I tell this session? What is the purpose of OMF? Where it will be used? In future classes, we'll use, for sure, we'll use. Even if it's not in core DBA, core database administration, but there is a separate module where we use only OMF. Only OMF. Exclusively, we use OMF only. Okay. For which you can think like, okay, this is an introduction for that particular session. You can take it in that way. Okay. Exclusively we'll use OMF only for those modules. For core DBA, we don't need. And in real time also, you people might ask in real time which what is the database creation that we use? We use admin managed, maximum admin managed only. Okay. Not maximum, every time admin managed only when cases comes like in few cases we use the OMF, so that you have to know it, you have to know how to create. Okay. Okay, so that's the purpose of OMF. And after this, okay, now I'll show you one more thing. Okay, I'll show you one more thing. Let's go back to /prod/ct. Okay. Now database is created, right? We got a message called database created. So once the database is created, what we need to do at the end? Once the database is created, at the end, what we need to do? We need to post scripts. Post scripts are mandatory for any database creation. Post scripts are mandatory. How many scripts are there? 3 scripts. Now I have to go and execute them at the rate !/rdbms and everything. Instead of running one by one, I'll run all the 3 scripts in one time. Vi post.sql. Okay, I'm opening a file. I know I'm opening a file with the name called post.sql. Go to insert mode and type your scripts at the rate !rdbms/admin/ first script is catalog, catalog, catalog.sql. First script. Second script, this is automation. I'm doing the automation. Okay, instead of writing manually one after the other, I'm actually keeping all the 3 scripts in one folder, and I'm executing that file at a time. I will execute the file at a time so that all the 3 scripts will run. So that is my intention. At the rate !rdbms/admin catproc.sql connect system by manager. Okay. At the rate /SQL plus /admin /pupbld.sql. Next, exit. Till here it is enough. chmod 777 post.sql. So what I'm doing, I have created, just like database create db-create.sql, I have created post.sql, in which post scripts, all post scripts are there. All the 3 post scripts are there. Generally how we used to do it, we used to connect to SQL Plus and we used to execute one by one, right? We used to execute one by one. So we have to wait till first script is completed. And once the first script is completed, then we will run the second script again and again. We have to wait. We have to sit in front of the laptop and see, okay, second script is completed. Then we have to run the third script. Instead of that, I have automated this. We can keep all the 3 scripts in one single script, post.sql, and now run the post.sql at the rate post.sql. Enter. That's it. It will run all the 3 scripts. You don't have to sit in front of the laptop and see if the first script is completed, then manually enter the second script. Second is completed, then manually enter the third script. No, you don't have to do it. This is automated. We can actually keep one script and we can run that. And by this, database creation will be completed. Which database creation? OMF, Oracle Managed Files. So please complete, everyone. Please complete this session, and we'll meet in tomorrow's session. As I said, like in tomorrow's session, I'll be going with very big session. I can say it will be a very big session. Okay, starting with our daily time. It will take around 2 hours. Tomorrow the session will be for 2 hours. Okay, it will not be for 1 hour or 1.5 hours. It will be for 2 hours tomorrow, for sure. Okay, so just be prepared for that. And the reason that I'm giving you one more chance is, people who did not complete the practical session, please do complete. Still there is a lot of chance that you can complete and you can be on the same pace. Okay, so please complete the practicals, and tomorrow will be the big session. Okay, tomorrow I'll take around 2 hours so that we can complete at least 3 topics tomorrow. At least 2 topics, minimum 2 topics we can cover up. Okay, so people who have doubts can proceed asking me. And for this session, that's it for the session. People can continue the practice. Thank you so much for joining.
And Anna,
Wait 1 second.